and Native American youth. In addition to his work at ASU, Alonzo Jones has coordinated the Life Skills Workshop component of the Tempe Juveniles Archiving Greatness Program and is the founder of APOC Programs, a life skills program for youth-based community organizations and institutions. Mr. Jones holds a bachelor's degree in Justice Studies from Arizona State University and a master's degree in developmental education from Southwest Texas State University. Please join me in extending a very warm community college welcome to Dean Alonzo Jones.
Thank you so much, Bill. I truly appreciate that introduction. What's going on, beautiful men gathered here at the Minority Male Success Conference? How's everybody feeling on this wonderful Thursday? If you're feeling good, let me hear some thunder. All right. First of all, let me take care of a bit of appreciation. Bill, I want to thank you for that introduction. You and I have been a part of a number of programs over the past couple of years, and I respect you and your work that you're doing, particularly out there at Chandler Gilbert. I also want to say a special thank you to Vance Phillips for the invitation, for inviting me to come out and join in what looks like a very healthy, in-depth, comprehensive discussion around this powerful topic. What it means to be a man, what it means to be male, what it means to be a forward-driven, goal-oriented group of men engaging and trying to make a way in the 21st century. I also got to send a shout out to Dr. Manlove. Dr. Manlove, a strong community soldier out there working diligently on behalf of all folks, but definitely has a very warm and committed agenda. Not only the mother of 4 sons herself, 5 children, I'm sorry, but deeply committed to our goals, to our collective. Y'all give it up for Dr. Manlove. Give it up for him. But I also want to say a special thank you. And I want to position myself right along with the Maricopa Community College District under the stewardship of Dr. Glasper, but a very strong and important element of the Arizona community, with all of its community colleges providing essential education, points of access, understanding that education is the means by which people affirm and potentially change their lives and move from one generation better than the generation prior. Education is a cornerstone of any given community. And along with the universities here that make up Arizona, whether it's down south, University of Arizona, or whether up north, the Northern Arizona University, or right here in the Phoenix Metropolitan Corridor, Arizona State University, where I affectionately lay my professional hat, I'm so endeared to join with the collective faculty, staff, and student community with the Maricopa Community College District, because as is evidenced today, you're not just simply about staying within the elite boundaries of a community college or the elite boundaries of a university to community, but you're committed to reaching out and being socially, educationally relevant to the beautiful tapestry that makes up Arizona. Maricopa Community College District, I applaud your efforts and I'm glad to join with you. This is a very timely and critically important topic, is it not, young men? A very timely and critically important topic. You see, for if you look at the issues that are impacting men, you see there are basic measures of which a society sort of determines how it's doing, basic types of indexes. And one of the major indexes since now about 3 centuries has been education. And when you examine educational lines and then you stratify them by gender, whether it's high school completion, college attendance rates, retention while in college, which means you start your freshman year, you keep coming back, they call that a retention rate, or whether it's ultimately a graduation rate. When you examine that upon gender lines, we find that men, and particularly men of color, are disproportionately and underrepresented in terms of high school completion, college attendance, and college graduation rates. when we look at another major indicator or another major index, and we look at what is arguably the exact opposite of an educated citizen and the relationship that with incarceration. If we examine incarceration, and although we're seeing a bump, we're seeing an ebb and flow and an increase in women that are somehow engaging our social justice system and problematically entering into institutions of incarceration because in some odd, chaotic kind of way, they may be mimicking the behavior that men are setting in motion. But when we look at men in incarceration, we have some 2 million men in prison. 2 million. We see an explosion that comes out of the 70s, particularly where black bodies, black and brown bodies begin to be this pipeline, this corridor right out of inner city corridors into these prison economy type systems, primarily from a drug trade that criminalizes people's response through narcotics, that comes out of trepidation, that comes out of blight, that comes out of overwhelming destiny. People collapsed on each other, no economic opportunity, jobs, and so forth. And we have this insurgence, this profound trail towards prisons, particularly an increase upon black and brown bodies living in cages. We look at the prison population, and it's over 60% people of color.